Ever since I started working, I have traveled to various countries: South Korea, Australia, Canada, Japan, and Indonesia, to name a few. It gave me a broader perspective on life. I got introduced to unfamiliar cultures, met new friends along the road, explored the underrated cities. But I'm going to tell you a secret. I haven't explored my home country that much, and it's such a shame. You see, the Philippines has a lot to offer. From highlands to islands, from the towering verdant landscapes to the turquoise and cerulean waters. It was a personal choice not to explore my own country because I thought I've already known my home country. The truth is, I barely scratched the surface. Every region is unique, be it culture, language, and food. Years after years of traveling abroad, it felt I became a stranger in my own country. Now it is about time to get reacquainted with my motherland. I, together with my friends, traveled to the north to visit the Ilocos Region, the hometown of my paternal grandfather. It's such a shame that I don't speak the language and my knowledge about this region is only limited. Welcome to Ilocos Region, best of culture and nature, and the heritage village of the Philippines. Laoag City, the capital of Ilocos Norte region. The quaint and historical city of the north is 480 kilometers from Manila. There are two ways to get there, by air or by land. Of course, we chose the latter since it's the scenic route. Okay, scratch that. It's a scenic route and a cheaper way to go there. It took us more or less 10 hours to reach Laoag City, with a few bathroom and snack breaks in between. Before this trip, the province of Baler was the farthest I've ever visited, and that was 8 hours away from Manila. I have heard so many great stories about this region. This trip is also close to my heart since it's the hometown of my paternal grandfather. After passing coastal towns, countless rice fields, and mountains, we finally arrived in Laoag before 3 in the afternoon. Upon arrival, we ate some of the best local cuisines of the region, empanada and pancit miki. As night fell, we toured around downtown Laoag City. Here you can see the typical setup of the plaza: a church, a government building, and an open space near the busy street. When in Laoag, don't forget to visit the Sinking Bell Tower. The mysterious bell tower continues to spark the curiosities of people visiting Ilocos Norte. Its tale traces a long story of occupation, struggle, and survival. So, fun fact, this is my first time here at Laoag City, Ilocos Norte region. First impression, I love the vibe here, and the food is really great. Like, oh my god. Much like the tale of the country's rise and wane under Imperial Spain, the booming city of Laoag continues to undergo tremendous structural changes. The cathedral itself was recently repainted beige and yellow, much to the locals' dismay, but the old, grey Sinking Bell Tower still stands, tarnished only by the passing of time. The following morning, we went further north to visit Patapat Viaduct, Pagudpud Beach, Cape Bojeador Lighthouse, Bangui Wind Farm, Paoay Sand Dunes, and Paoay Church. As the entire Ilocos Norte faces the West Philippine Sea, the coast enjoys year-round windy weather and big waves perfect for surfing. So, the best time to visit Blue Lagoon is on weekdays, because I have the entire Blue Lagoon all by myself. This is paradise. Seriously, I love this place. I'm not fond of beaches, but visiting Pagudpud on a weekday was a great idea. There were fewer people around, so we had the entire beach for ourselves. Spending an hour at the beach was therapeutic. I guess we deserved this short break. The Bangui wind farm is located in the municipality of Bangui, Ilocos Norte, at the northwest tip of Luzon Island. The turbines face the sea from where the prevailing wind blows towards the land. Its location along the shore is optimal due to a lack of windbreaks and limited terrain roughness. The site consists of 20 Vestas wind system stretching 9 kilometers over the shoreline of the bay. The location of the Philippines near the Asia-Pacific monsoon belt is ideal for installing wind turbines. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's so windy, and behind me is the Bangui wind farm. Wow. The Cape Bojeador Lighthouse, also known as Burgos Lighthouse, is a cultural heritage structure in Burgos, Ilocos Norte that was established during the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines. The lighthouse overlooks the scenic Cape Bojeador where early galleons used to sail by. After over 100 years, it still functions and serves ships that enter the Philippine archipelago from the north and guide them safely away from the rocky coast of the town. We're not allowed to go upstairs of the lighthouse. Sorry for the view. But it's actually great to visit my first lighthouse here in the Philippines. I've never been to lighthouses around the country, but this was the first, so yay! When you're upstairs, the view is really great. Like behind me, that's the entire West Philippine Sea. Are you looking for an extreme ride? Head on to Paoay sand dunes. Adventure junkies will surely love this place. Here, we rode the 4x4 jeepney as it rolled its wheels on the rugged terrain. I tried my best to keep my balance as I capture photos and videos while struggling at the back of the vehicle. So today, we're going to try sandboarding. We also tried sandboarding. I have never tried this before. They say that it is like skateboarding, sans the wheels. I got on the board, bent my knees forward as what the guide had instructed, and put my game face on. Halfway to the landing zone, I lost my balance and faltered, landed butt first. I made another 2 attempts but still struggled to maintain my balance. I would love to go back there and try it again to redeem myself. The St. Augustine Church, commonly known as the Paoay Church, is a Roman Catholic church in the municipality of Paoay, Ilocos Norte in the Philippines. Completed in 1710, the church is famous for its distinct architecture highlighted by the enormous buttresses at the sides and back of the building. It is declared as a national cultural treasure by the Philippine government in 1973 and a UNESCO World Heritage Site under the Collective Group of Baroque Churches of the Philippines in 1993. Traveling always resensitizes my soul. It awakens my dreary spirit. It gives me the right directions. When I was younger, I wanted to travel to as many countries as I want. The farther, the better. But that is not the whole point of it. I finally realized that I'm starting to drift away, that I settle into something unfamiliar, yet I am becoming a stranger in my motherland. Visiting my grandfather's hometown made me feel connected to him in a way. It took me a long time before finally visiting this part of the country. When I was there, people turned their heads around. They look at me weirdly. I'm trying to figure out what makes me look different from the others in my home country. Probably because I don't speak the language, I surmise. Traveling. It gives you home in 1,000 strange places, then leaves you a stranger in your own land. I know I still have a long way to go to rediscover myself, but this is a good start.